This is Darqun with A Letter from America. Today is a day in which we reach back into the prehistoric past, to when nature had much more of a strong influence on man. The history of the culture extends into similar beliefs associated with Candlemas Day and an Old English song. If Candlemas be fair and bright, come winter, have another flight. If Candlemas brings cloud and rain, go winter and not come again. On a personal level, it is a small town in my home state, in the USA, located less than 20 miles northwest of the burial site of several generations of my ancestors, of whom are buried in Burnside. The name of the town is derived from a term used by the original Delaware tribes of the area that means town of sandflies or town of mosquitoes. The town of this discussion is none other than Punxsutawney. The most famous resident of Punxsutawney is Punxsutawney Phil, a groundhog. Punxsutawney Phil is not just any groundhog, but it's said that he predicts the weather annually on Groundhog's Day, of which is today, the 2nd of February. As with the short song noted at the beginning, if Punxsutawney Phil sees his shadow, then the season will continue a bit longer as winter, and if it is too overcast for him to see it, then the season will be more like spring sooner. Last year, Punxsutawney Phil did not see his shadow, and it was declared an early spring. This year, 2012, the winter was so mild that I am not sure if the prediction will make much of a difference. I say that in the future tense, for at the time of the writing of this letter, and even at the time of the reading of this letter, Punxsutawney Phil is still sleeping in his burrow. However, by the time that this letter is aired, Punxsutawney Phil will have completed his decision. Punxsutawney Phil lives in a small area called Gobbler's Knob and is visited by tens of thousands of visitors each year on Groundhog's Day. However, the beginning of the traditions of Groundhog's Day can be supposedly traced back to the Roman legions, who brought the traditions to the Germans, who watched the wise hedgehog who would run back into its underground home if it saw the sunshine. The descendants of those Germans eventually settled in Pennsylvania. Since groundhog resembles the hedgehog, the legend of Punxsutawney Phil was born. The fame of Punxsutawney Phil continues to grow, to include that he threatened to impose 60 weeks of winter if he was not allowed to drink during the Prohibition. They traveled to Washington, D.C. to meet President Reagan in 1986, and was part of the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, and was part of the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, and was part of the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray. To everyone, I wish you a happy Groundhog's Day, and as the Germans recited, for as the sun shines on Candlemas Day, so far will the snow swirl until the May. This has been A Letter from America. Over and out.
Ha ha ha!